Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Croatian, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Spanish, and Thai. Hola y un cálido saludo, televidentes con conciencia ecológica. Mi nombre es Alejandra, desde Maipú, provincia de Mendoza, en la vibrante y enérgica Argentina. Argentina, el hogar del popular tango, se encuentra en el sur de Sudamérica. El nombre se deriva de la palabra latina argentum, que significa plata. Esto se debe a los indígenas que dieron regalos de plata a los sobrevivientes de una expedición naufragada dirigida por Juan Díaz de Solís. Por lo tanto, también se le conoce como la Tierra de la Plata. Es un país lleno de magia y leyendas, una tierra sagrada que es un crisol de culturas de muchas razas, fomentando una coexistencia pacífica y la comprensión mutua de las diferencias culturales. Argentina está bendecida con una hermosa variedad de paisajes naturales, fauna y flora. La sorprendente variedad de animales cohabitantes, flores, árboles frutales y vegetales son verdaderos regalos del cielo que han hecho de este país un hogar especial para sus habitantes. Estamos encantados de compartir con ustedes un vistazo a la historia y la cultura de Argentina. Oramos a Dios para que los bendiga con infinita compasión y paz duradera. Hoy les presentamos la segunda parte del episodio Historias budistas y un cierto brahman, y no hay fuego como el deseo. Durante más de 3 décadas, la Maestra Suprema Ching Hai ha iluminado nuestro mundo con sus enseñanzas divinas. Una maestra totalmente iluminada imparte el método Kuan Yin de meditación a aquellos que desean descubrir inmediatamente la naturaleza de Dios interna y alcanzar en una vida la liberación eterna del ciclo de la transmigración. El método Kuan Yin ha sido practicado por todos los maestros iluminados, tales como Buda, Jesucristo, el profeta Mahoma, la paz sea con él y Gurú Nanak. Ella enfatiza que si siempre recordamos a Dios, ofrecemos servicio desinteresado a otros y seguimos las leyes del universo, alcanzaremos nuestro potencial más elevado como humanos y comprenderemos verdaderamente nuestro propósito en la Tierra. La Maestra Suprema Ching Hai es un extraordinario ejemplo viviente de compasión, enviando frecuentemente asistencia material y financiera, además de amor, a los refugiados, a los desamparados, a las víctimas de desastres naturales y a otros que necesitan ayuda. En el 2006 recibió el Premio Guzzi de la Paz, considerado el Premio Nobel de la Paz de Oriente, y ha sido honrada a través de los años con otros numerosos premios y galardones por sus excepcionales obras filantrópicas y humanitarias. Una verdadera voz para nuestros preciosos amigos animales, ella promueve la pacífica y amorosa dieta a base de plantas y prevé, con el despertar de la humanidad hacia lo sagrado de todas las vidas, un tranquilo y glorioso mundo completamente vegano, donde los animales y las personas vivan en dichosa armonía. Sus iniciativas para difundir la tendencia vegana son diversas y han incluido la distribución del volante de vida alternativa, la cadena internacional de restaurantes veganos Loving Hut, Supreme Master Television, además de hablar regularmente con influyentes líderes de gobierno y medios de comunicación y participar en conferencias televisadas sobre el cambio climático, tanto si somos conscientes de ello como si no. Sus esfuerzos han tenido una enorme influencia sobre la conciencia mundial del estilo de vida amigable con los animales y de cómo esta benévola forma de ser puede traer paz duradera entre las naciones a la vez que salvamos nuestro planeta del cambio climático. A lo largo de los años, la Maestra Suprema Ching Hai ha viajado por todo el mundo, desde las Américas hasta África, desde Europa hasta Oceanía, y ha ofrecido cientos de discursos al público y a sus discípulos sobre una variedad de temas espirituales. Hoy, somos bendecidos con la presentación de una de estas reveladoras conferencias titulada Historias budistas, un cierto Brahman y no hay fuego como el deseo, parte 2 de 4 en Entre la Maestra y los Discípulos, dada en inglés el 23 de septiembre del 2015 en Francia.
This is really elaborate translation, to the letter, except when they call a teacher instead of Buddha. And instead of thus I have heard, he just say, this instruction was given in such and such place. Okay. In English, we would just simplify, which is, thus he built a hall. Okay? Or I asked someone to build a hall. Okay. When the hall was finished, he thought to himself, now I will hold a festival in honor of the completion of the hall. Accordingly, he invited the order of monks presided over by the Buddha, seated the monks within and without the hall, and gave alms. Yeah. Give alms, give food or offering clothes or whatever the monks need. At the conclusion of the meal, he took the teacher's bowl, again meaning the Buddha is going to talk, to let him to pronounce the words of thanksgiving. The words of thanksgiving. What that words can be? Anybody know? Okay, whatever. Thanksgiving. So the Westerner would understand it. Reverend Sir, said he, as I stood in this place when the monks were putting on their robes and watched them, I saw this and that, and I did this and that. And at the beginning, he told the Buddha the whole story. The Buddha listened to his words, right? And say to him, Brahmin, a wise man, by doing good works, time after time, little by little, gradually removes the stains of his own evil deeds. let it next to him so he can eat, and the drink you can move next to the wall. Remove that one instead. That's the wiser thing to do than to remove his food. Put it next to him, please. Next to, okay? The food a little bit nearby. Come on, eat more, okay? Yeah. Eat more food and drink. Yeah, good boy you are. All right. So the Buddha saying that, and then he pronounced the following stanza. By gradual practice, from time to time, little by little, let the sage blow off his own blemishes, just as a smith with silver. Can he reach his food? Yeah, push a little bit. Okay, now this is another story. But it was not a very interesting story, but it's about doing good work and earning merit. The bondswoman, Puna, I think I read that to you, right? Yeah. Yeah. I remember that. Treasure kaput. I read that already. Single rope already. The naked ascetic also already. Yeah. Copper tooth, the thief killer already. Wow, I read a lot. Husband honorer, we didn't read. Okay, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I even read to you the story of the one who criticized everybody. Yeah? The one who don't speak, he criticized the one who speak. Detail, he criticizes too long. The one he make it simple, simplified, he also criticizes. So when he come to the Buddha don't say anything anymore. Just say everybody will be criticized anyway, one way or another. Okay. What happened now? You want to eat more or not? No more bone for until later, okay? No. You had enough. Okay? Maybe later. You eat your food. It's more nutritious. Don't be so spoiled, okay? Just biscuits and bone. That's not the way for the dog to grow. Yeah. Who loves you? Who love you? So spoiled. Look at you, huh? Good boy. You look strong. You had enough. What's this? You want to serve yourself. It's not a self-service restaurant. Am I your waiter or something? Do I have tip after that? You really like this, huh? Oh, next time I don't let you come here anymore. You keep eating this. Not too good. All right, maybe it's good. Who knows? Yeah, it's good for you. Go eat it over there. Sit and eat. Sorry. Okay. I don't know. I read it, but I forgot. You could eat this forever, no? Yeah, but it's not real food, is it? Huh? So spoiled. Look at him. He's so big already. Look at that, huh? Eating only this. It make you fat. I read some of this, but it's not very interesting. Not like exciting like those stories we read before, huh? Right? Because maybe the translation also. Did I read you story, The Certain Monk? No. I don't know. The lay disciple Atula, I read it to you already. This is not very interesting. I read some of them. Let me check. It's not very... Maybe I should not read it first. Okay, no, I read this story. It's a little bit more interesting. I read this one also already. If I did not read it, then I will just read it to you. You see what I mean? I read already, and I think it's a little bit... maybe some other time. There's a story about the 5 laymen. The title is There is no fire like lust. This instruction was given by the Buddha while he was in the residence at Jetavana with reference to 5 lay disciples. The story goes that these 5 men went to the monastery desiring to hear the Dharma, the teaching from the Buddha. Did you feel any better? Really? You have to rub it, a couple of times a day. And before you sleep, and whenever it has pain, it's harmless. Huh? Just warm up a little bit, make circulation better. I guess you sit too long also. What happened? You can't eat anymore, baby. You eat this. Push that there for him. He was eating it, and then somebody disturbed him. Yeah. And then he remembers something else, If he was eating and something disturbed him, then he stopped. He won't eat again. Until maybe many, many hours later. And here, because he saw this, he remembered it, so he don't even want to go back there. Eat that. Eat your food. Huh? Be a good boy. You don't keep looking at me. I'm not giving you anything anymore, even if you're crying. Okay. So, and having saluted the teacher, meaning the Buddha, sat down respectfully on one side. Now, in the case of the Buddhas, no such thought ever enters their mind as the following. And no Buddha have a thought like this, like the following. This man is a Khattiya, this man is a Brahmin, this is a rich man, this is a poor man. I will teach the Dharma to this man in such a way as to exalt him. I will not do so, however, in the case of this other man. It matters not with reference to what subject the Buddhas teach the Dharma. They place reference for the Dharma before all else, and teach the Dharma as though they were bringing down the celestial river from the sky. Meaning the Buddha just teach them if they came to him. Yeah, it doesn't matter if this person is rich or poor, or less favorable than the other person. Yeah. So here Buddha is teaching 5 persons because they came and asked him. Maybe initiation or something. I say no. In, oh, no. What part of no you don't understand? Huh? I love you. It's just it's too much of that food. No good. No good. A kiss instead. Nah? Kiss, kiss. All right. But though the Tathagata, mean the Buddha, taught the Dharma in this way to the 5 men who sat about him, one of the 5, even as he sat there, fell asleep. Sound familiar, no? Another sat and dug the earth. Nope. Nope. Can somebody put this up there for me? Put this up there. I'll take some. No, that's for later, in case. I really mean it this time, okay? It's not too good for you to eat this thing too much of fatty fat. Another sat and dug the earth with his finger, playing with dirt. Sit there and just dig. Dig in the earth with his finger. Another sat and shook a tree. Yeah, we have olive tree outside. Another gazed at the sky. Wow, also familiar to me. No. Okay. Only one listened attentively to the Dharma. So all four of them had issues. Yeah? Only one is listening to the Buddha. Oh. You playing with this? Oh my God. 5 persons came. Only one person really listened. How many are you listening here? Huh? How many is listening to me? All right. Even sat and shook the tree. God. What for they came to the Buddha if they're just doing that? One is looking at the stars, sky, one is shaking the tree, and one is digging the earth with the finger, playing. And one is fell asleep. Yeah. We have it here too. some occasions. All right. So as the elder monk, the monk Ananda, stood there fanning the teacher. Oh, now I know he's fanning the teacher, the Buddha. Nobody told us that he's fanning the Buddha before. We just heard that he's the Buddha's attendant, but we never heard that he's fanning the Buddha like that. Right. He observed the conduct of the 5 men and said to the Buddha, Reverend Sir, normally they would say world honored one, or Tathagata, or dear Buddha. Okay. You are teaching the Dharma even as the thunder, which accompanies a heavy rain. But even as you teach the Dharma, these men sit doing this and that. So the Buddha said, Ananda, do you not know these men? No, sir, I do not know them. Okay, the Buddha said, of these 5 men, he that sits there and sound asleep was reborn as a snake in 500 states of existence, in 500 lifetimes. And in each of these states of existence, he laid his head in his coils and fell asleep. Therefore, at the present time also he is sound asleep. So now you know, if you snore, then we call you a snake. Or ex-snakes, former snake. Yeah. Not a sound I make enters his ear. I'm not surprised. But Reverend Sir, but were honored one. In many stories they say word honored one. They don't say Reverend Sir. I guess they say, like masters or something, but not Reverend Sir. Tell me, was this in successive states of existence or at intervals? Ananda, at one time this man was reborn as a human being, at another time as a god even, wow, and at another time as a snake. So that means he was not reborn as a snake 500 consecutive life, but in meantime, sometime a human, sometime a god even. Probably lower god. Wow, even a god can be reborn as a snake again. You watch it. Don't feel too proud of your merit or your state of spiritual practice. Okay. Indeed, it would be impossible, even with the knowledge of omniscience, to determine exactly the number of times he has undergone rebirth at intervals. But in 500 states of existence, he was reborn as a snake and fell asleep. Not even yet is he sated with sleep. No. Go outside. Move. Out. Now. You make too much noise. Go. Okay. The man who sits there scratching the earth with his finger was reborn in 500 successive states of existence as an earthworm and burrow into the earth. Hence he digs the earth at the present time also and fails to hear my voice. Ooh. Ta-ta-ta. The man who sits there shaking a tree was reborn in 500 successive states of existence as a monkey, and from sheer force of habit acquired in previous states of existence, he still continues to shake a tree, hoping coconut fall down. I think. He didn't say what tree, but a monkey, they do that. So then they climb up, get some coconut tree, and just, bang their butt with coconut tree, hoping it to open. Oh, I felt terrible. I saw it on TV. So he still continues to shake a tree, and the sound of my voice does not enter his ears. They did really want to come to listen to the Buddha's teaching, but the sheer force of karma from former lives make them doing what they do, doing what they did. Okay, right. So be careful. What are you guys doing? I'm just checking. Anybody asleep? Then we know. 500 lifetime snakes. Did anybody shake my olive trees outside? Huh? Leave them alone, huh? They did nothing wrong to you. Trees do have feeling, Okay. All right. Anyone else is scratching the earth today? Sitting there and just digging or writing stuff? All right. The Brahmin who sits there gazing at the sky was reborn in 500, always 500, successive states of existence as an what? Astrologer, looking at the stars. And therefore today also he gazes at the sky just the same. I work hard, so I get sick sometimes. You guys sometimes bring presents, unwelcome presents. I told you I don't take any gift, but you still give. So I get sick sometimes. It's normal, okay? No problem. Yeah. Don't make me too wholesome, like I'm never sick, I'm never weak, I'm never ill. I am all that, okay? Because of? Oh, how did you know? How could you guess? My God. Psychic power, huh? All right. I'm not very proud of it, but hey, don't try to hide it. Yeah. If you're looking for Buddhas or a master who is never sick, who is never laugh, who is never cry, who is never smile, who is never show any emotion or any human's feeling, then that is the one for you. You sit there. Huh? You see that? You see the black Buddha there? That's the one you should bow to. Yeah. I don't know how I got that Buddha there. But I like Buddha statues. Yeah. I don't bow to him or anything. It's just a respect, for a great master. Yeah, as the story goes, you know it. Yeah, the love of the Buddha must be so immense that he undergo all that again to earn the merit in this physical world so that he can teach physical being and share the merit to save them. See what I mean? Because the Buddha, in some story, he admits that he has been a Buddha immeasurable aeons ago. He's not the first time became Buddha, Shakyamuni under the Bodhi tree. No, has been Buddha a long, long time. But in order to teach those, I don't know what they call it again, or whoever, the one who dig the earth, and the one who shake the tree, and the one who gazes, and the one who snore, it's just that so much sacrifice, But I like the Buddha statues because it's very simple and peace. It represents simplicity and peace. It doesn't look suffering, understand? It reminds you that we can all become peaceful like that, and become Buddha, And it seems like a peaceful energy, a peaceful representative. Because if any others, then it feel calm, you know what I mean? Yes. Remind you to meditate. You see what I mean? Because the Buddha, most of the Buddha statues, or either he's sitting in meditation, or he also sitting calmly or teaching, with his hands, or he's reclining on the right side and also very calm. Always kind of restful, understand? Restful and peaceful. There is no symbol of vexation or symbol of any violence or war, about the Buddha statues. That's why it is good to have it. If you want to, it doesn't matter. You are shopping for food, huh? I'm not giving it to them for you. You eat enough for now, okay? If you go eat your food, I'll be very, very pleased. Look at you, huh? What is this? You pretend you don't understand anything, huh? I know you do. Okay, so now, the man who sit there, So this ex-astrologer in many former lives just sit there and gazes at the sky just the same, and the sound of my voice does not enter his ears. The Brahmin who sits there listening attentively to my teaching was reborn in 500 successive states of existence. Just meaning is repeated many times of life, many lifetime. It doesn't mean really everyone is reborn 500 times. Just meaning that if you are repeatedly reborn, especially when successively reborn as one in one state of existence, one kind of existence, one type of animal, one type of profession, then you're so good at it that even after you reborn and not doing that, you still try to do that, or habit will force you to do that. That's why we have many genius, young and at children age, they already can play piano, they can solve math, difficult math concept, and can invent many things already, which adults cannot do, or being adapted at the master of some kind of work that other adults cannot even do it, or even same profession, even adults. Many people have same profession, but one excels and the other also. Even same doctors, degree, study with the same master, study same school, the same time, but one doctor will be better than the other doctor. It's like that. All right. The man who sit listening to the Dharma when the Buddha was preaching, he was reborn 500 successive in 500 successive states of existence as the Brahmin, versed in 3 Vedas. That's there's a kind of sutra of Hinduism, Vedas, devoted to the repetition of the sacred texts, and therefore listens attentively today also, as though he were putting together a sacred text. Anand, say again, but, World Honored One, your teaching of the Dharma cleaves the skin and penetrates to the marrow of the bones. Why is it that while you are teaching the Dhamma, they do not listen attentively? So the Buddha say, Ananda, you evidently imagine that my Dhamma is easy to listen to. And so I know many people during initiation, they also sleep, and then later they complain they don't have any experience. They hear nothing. Understand? Yeah, this is the thing like that. It's not like if you get initiation and you are equal, or you could even understand, or you could even let it run through your ears even. So the Buddha say the same stuff here. Yeah, so Anand was perplexed, so he asked again, but why, World Honored One, do you mean that it is difficult to listen to? Precisely so, Anand. Why is that? Reverend Sir Ananda, these living beings, during countless thousands of cycles of time, never heard of the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the order, I mean the monkhood, the Sangha, while the Buddha was still alive. Yeah, okay. It's a different kind of monks when they are under the living Buddha. Understand? When they study under the living Buddha, it's different than when the monks who just study after that, from the text only and trying to live according to the teaching. They probably don't have as much power. Yeah, rarely we have as much power as the monks who study and practice under the Buddha when he was still alive. Understand? That's why the Buddha mentioned here, meaning this is special Sangha, special order of monks who are still there while the Buddha is still alive. Yeah? So he say, these people, during countless thousands of cycles of time, never, remember this word, never have heard of the Buddha, of the Dhamma, or the Sangha. This kind of Sangha. This Sangha means the order of saintly practitioners, yeah, like monks under the living masters. Okay, you see that? Wow. Yeah. So it's not that easy to meet a Buddha, hey? You have one there. All right. So that's what it is. In many other stories, the Buddha also mentioned that to have a human body is very difficult. As difficult as if in the ocean, every 100 years or so, one piece of wood will float on the water, and that piece of wood have a big hole. And then something, a turtle neck would precisely go through the hole. That is how difficult it is to attain a human body. And then to hear the Buddha Dharma is even more difficult than that. And to meet the living Buddha is even more multiple difficult. So whoever can see the Buddha, hear the Buddha's teaching, or being among the saintly practitioners are truly fortunate. Yes, that's why the Buddha said it's very difficult to hear my Dharma. It doesn't mean his Dharma is difficult. Is it difficult? No, huh? We understood, right? Whenever the Buddha says something, like keep the precepts, the Four Noble Truths, we understood everything, no? It's not difficult. It's just very difficult for the people who has never been acquainted with the Buddha and the Buddha's teaching. They had not enough merit, all this existence until now. So therefore, when they see it or hear it the first time, they doze off or they don't understand a thing. They try, otherwise they wouldn't go there. What for? Understand? Men are normally not easily to go and submit themselves to another man when they don't know yet. They just heard that he's a Buddha. You know, so they trust and they believe in the Buddha, so they went there wanting to have something from him. They don't waste their time. Men, they would go out, play football, or listen to World Cup instead. Watch it on TV. Understand me? Or go in the bar somewhere making joke in the bar. But to go all this way, in the old time, even have to walk. You understand me? It's not easy like today, drive by to listen to a master teaching. drive by teaching. So easy, you know? Or fly, you know? Few hours and you can see the teacher no matter where you came from. Those days, you have to walk a long way, under the heat, under the rain, under the cold weather, who knows what. Okay? Yeah. So that means these 5 people truly want to know. Or even not, at least they're curious to know. So they waste their time walking on such an uneven road in those days even, you know, who knows? Not good shoes. And then go there and listen to the Buddha, but cannot. Too much heavy karma. So therefore, even if you sit in front of Buddha, you try hard, but you can't listen. It's not because you don't want to. The force of karma is so powerful like that. So powerful. Even in front of the Buddha, you still fail to understand or to listen to. In the Bible also say the same. Hearing you hear, but you do not listen. And what? Seeing you see, but you don't understand. That is the thing. How familiar, huh? How very in different religion say the same stuff. Yeah, people don't understand such simple things. Yeah, even the prophet, great prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. We have to say that. It's a tradition. Okay. Even his cousin, still did not understand what the master was talking about. So he still have to keep telling him, don't eat that. Don't eat that thing. That low quality will come within you. Meaning, don't eat meat. Okay. All right. Yeah. And in the Bible also say you don't be among the wine drinkers and meat eater. But not many people understand that. It's so simple. Isn't that not simple? Is it simple? Yeah. I mean, don't drink and don't eat meat. But how many Christians do that? How many? Rare, huh? Okay, rare. Yeah. If you just stretch it. I do example. In the south, when you have more sun and drier climate, or in Arizona, or in what is the state where they gamble a lot? Huh? Nevada? No, there's a name for it. Las Vegas. Yeah. Also has no such thing. Very dry. Even though it's very hot, but you don't sweat. the dry absorb immediately. Okay.
admirables televidentes que han estado viendo historias budistas, un cierto Brahman y no hay fuego como el deseo, parte 2 de 4 en Entre la Maestra y los Discípulos. A continuación sigue del Sagrado Avesta del Zoroastrismo, Ashtavaitigata, Yasna 43-44, en palabras de sabiduría. Que la providencia guíe sus vidas en nobleza, sabiduría y amor. Para más detalles, por favor visiten www.supremastertv.com/BMD.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of the planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavours and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Join us for a moment to give thanks for our magnificent cosmos. With radiant stars in the night sky, blessing our splendid little planet with their brilliance from afar. We are like a tiny speck encompassed by the creativeness of the universe. Surrounded by billions of glorious galaxies, all interwoven together by the thread of universal love. May we always rejoice and be forever grateful for our place in the cosmos.
Mitä kuuluu means how are you in Finnish. I am Sari in endearing Vantaa City. Our people share with you the serene feeling that Finland's picturesque landscapes offer.
Salam hangat pemirsa tercinta means warm regards loving viewers in Indonesian. I'm Suryali in Medan City on the stunning island of Sumatra. Culture preserving Indonesia is inspired by your noble endeavor to share the visible and invisible benefits of the vegan diet with others. Thank you. Welcome to Noteworthy News, energizing news for a mighty world.
Energizing news for a powerful world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at www.suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, Saudi Arabia provides assistance to Yemen. Solar energy reaches unprecedented levels in 2017. Habitat for Humanity improves water access in central Zambia. Gigantic ice sheets on Mars captured in three-dimensional images, and orchestra in Brazil spreads hope and peace. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
Saudi Arabia donates billions to Yemen. Follow him, please, for funding from Yemeni leaders for vital humanitarian assistance. Saudi Arabia transferred $2 billion to Yemen's central bank. Subsequently, the Saudi Arabian-led coalition also pledged $1.5 billion in response to an appeal for aid issued by the United Nations. The latest assistance will be distributed across UN agencies and international relief organizations. Improving access via Yemeni ports and creating new routes for aid will also be addressed. We pray for continued much-needed support for our brothers and sisters in Yemen. May Allah bless the kind people of this Middle Eastern nation with comfort and relief, and a bright future filled with peace and happiness. Up next, solar energy investments increased in 2017. We'll visit the garden and thank God for giving us this nurturing planet. We'll be right back with more wonderful news on Supreme Master Television.
To me, we don't have a right to be cruel to anything or anyone. The environment, the animals, each other, our families.
Animals give nothing but pure love, pure joy.
We're both vegan. We practice compassion in ways that inform who we are in our lives.
Shakyamuni Buddha, Jesus Christ, St. Francis of Assisi, Leonardo da Vinci, Shania Twain, Leo Tolstoy, Albert Einstein, Alicia Silverstone, Tobey Maguire, Joaquin Phoenix, Pamela Anderson. What do these distinguished people of the past and present have in common? They represent the circle of vegetarian and vegan elite and some of the most gifted and accomplished people in the world.
wait a minute, I'm getting mild, momentary amusement out of the flavors and feels of these products, and other animals are being tortured and losing their lives over it. Does that weigh out? Torture and loss of life over a few seconds of amusement. I mean, it just doesn't weigh. And I just thought, you know, I'm not going to do it. I just stopped.
Plant-based diets used to be thought of as something that only philosophers would have. Well, now we know that they're good for everybody, and especially good for kids because it helps them stay slim and healthy.
There's so many different reasons to go vegetarian. There's the health angle, the nutrition angle, the cruelty the animals faces. We have the environmental issue, where it's a huge impact on the environment, and the number one way you can go green is become a vegan.
The process opens your mind, it opens your heart, it connects you to the planet through these animals, through what you eat. The vegetarian consciousness is a higher consciousness.
They are some of the countless noble examples of compassion and wisdom. So keep in good company with the noble circle of vegetarian and vegan elite. And the list goes on. Please visit www.suprememastertv.com/VE for further club list and info. Be veg now and join the club.
Hi, I'm Cecile the Snake and I am going vegan. I have a recycling tip for you today. You don't have to wash your plastic containers before placing them in the recycling bin, but a quick rinse will help keep any unpleasant odors out of your bin and help prevent insects from being attracted to it. Thank you for tuning in and love you for being veg and going green to save the planet for all of us humans and non-humans alike. Now, the weather around our beautiful globe.
solar energy expands in 2017, due in great part to China's increased transition to solar power. The clean energy sector global investment reached record levels of over $333 billion in 2017, making it the second best year at present. Solar investment accounted for over $160 billion, a rise of 18%, even though capital costs decreased by around 25%. China alone was responsible for half of the global investment in solar installations in 2017. A big green thank you, China, on your brisk adoption of clean solar energy. Your leadership in the sector is vital and beneficial to the world.
Water access improved in Makululu, Zambia. Acquiring safe and clean water in the Makululu Township, Kabwe district in central Zambia has been a difficult challenge for many residents. Until now, the only ways they could obtain the essential commodity was through water kiosks, communal taps, or shallow wells, some of which are a distance from their homes. Thankfully, nonprofit Habitat for Humanity Zambia, through its Manzi Water and Sanitation Program, has begun drilling and installing boreholes in Makululu. Kabwe Deputy Mayor, the Honorable Billy Shishamba, encouraged Habitat for Humanity Zambia to expand its water project, saying, "Sinking a borehole like this is what I call a high-impact project because so many people are going to benefit from water. It may look as if it's a small thing, but in reality, the people of Makululu are going to access clean and safe water, which will automatically help in preventing waterborne diseases. Our sincerest appreciation, Habitat for Humanity Zambia, for your very beneficial initiative. With heaven's grace, may precious pure water be accessible to all communities around the world." Coming up, 3D images capture ice sheets on Mars. We would like to take a moment to thank all the truck drivers who are working hard to transport goods across their countries. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more visionary news.
Every 5 seconds, one child dies of hunger. Every night, 1 billion people go to bed with empty stomachs. Being vegetarian could feed 2 billion people. Be veg and save lives today. Be veg and feed the world. Be veg, go green to save the planet. For more urgent details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/SOS.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News, remarkable news for an exceptional world. Recent report confirms massive ice sheets on Mars. Satellites from the United States have relayed three-dimensional images of gigantic shelves of water ice from a minimum of 8 different locations on Mars. According to a report published in the Journal of Science, the water ice exists just below the surface and continues to a depth of as much as 100 meters. Researchers believe the ice shelves containing easily distinguishable layers may provide a record of historic climatic conditions on Mars. The US's National Aeronautics and Space Administration's Jet Propulsion Laboratory suggests the ice would be relatively easy to access as they exist at latitudes comparable to Scotland on Earth. The study's lead author, Dr. Colin Dundas, of the U.S. Geological Survey's Astrogeology Science Center in Flagstaff, Arizona, said, "There is shallow ground ice under roughly a third of the Martian surface, which record the recent history of Mars. What we've seen here are cross-sections through the ice that give us a 3D view with more detail than ever before. Kudos all involved in this exciting discovery. We look forward to more fascinating news about our celestial neighbors."
Unique orchestra in Brazil spreads harmony and goodwill. Brazil's Mundana Refugee Orchestra is comprised of 21 musicians from 10 different countries. All are refugees and come from diverse cultures and nations, including Cuba, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Haiti, Iran, and Syria. Founded by Brazilian musician Carlinhos Antunes, the orchestra performs traditional music from the refugees' homelands, as well as original compositions by Mr. Antunes. The orchestra has performed concerts throughout Brazil, which have been very well received. Congolese refugee singer Leonardo Matumona said, "When we sing, we show the possibility of a better world, united, a world without borders, because even if we are from different parts of the world, we speak one soul language, music." We are so touched by the beautiful and talented musicians of Mundana Refugee Orchestra. May the Providence shower your lives with beauty and love.
It's now time for some light-hearted humor with the joke of the day entitled "The Old Days."
Grandpa was telling his young grandson what life was like when he was a boy. "In the winter, we'd ice skate on our pond. In the summer, we could swim in the pond and pick berries. In the woods, we'd swing an old tire my dad hung from a tree on a rope. And we had a pony we rode all over the farm." The little boy was amazed and sat silently for a minute. Finally, he said,
"Granddad, I wish I'd gotten to know you a lot sooner."
We have enjoyed having your company on Noteworthy News.
May the love of heaven fill your heart and brighten your days.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of the planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavours and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/NWN.
What if you lived in a home on an island you couldn't leave, with limited amounts of food and safe drinking water? It would be very important to use only what you need. Well, it doesn't matter where your home is, because we all live on an island we can't leave.
Occasionally, a gentle soul descends from heaven to our charming little planet. Like a healing drop in the ocean, they tenderly arrive, rippling compassion and inspiration across this glorious little orb of green and blue. With nobility and artistry, humility and loyalty, they channel celestial grace. Coloring our biosphere with their divine endowment, they remind us of the precious God-given beauty on Earth, of peace, of love. Now, with admiration and gratitude, Supreme Master Television's tribute show invites you to join us in paying respect to these remarkable individuals who gift our world with their uplifting contributions and presence. And as the shows go on, their past life and present life will be revealed to you, dearest viewers, as a gift from us.
Greetings, auspicious viewers. My name is Quoc Tuong. I am from Hanoi, Aulac, also known as Vietnam, joining you with the warmest regards of the graceful Aulaxese or Vietnamese people.
I am Thanh Bình from Nha Trang, Aulac, also known as Vietnam. The people of Aulac wish you a blessed day filled with noble inspirations. Welcome to Secret Revelations on Master's Legendary Magician.
Over the centuries, Supreme Master Ching Hai has graced our planet in different physical forms through various incarnations and has created countless affinities with beings on Earth. Many of them have come back and become her disciples. Among them are beautiful souls who have been very dedicated and loyal to Master and her noble missions throughout many lifetimes.
One such special individual was her beloved late disciple, Thai Tu Hoa. In today's show, we are honored to present the conclusion of our 9-part tribute to Thai Tu Hoa, revealing his extraordinary latest past life and his pure and true friendship with Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Because of his profound love for Master and utter devotion to her and her noble work, Master said, quote, "He's now in the highest fifth heaven, Buddha's land," unquote.
A younger brother of famed Aulaxese, also known as Vietnamese artist, poet, and writer Thai Tu Hap, Thai Tu Hoa was an ordinary man and a loving, faithful husband who humbly worked in his own billboard shop with his wife and son. But he was also the inspiring spirit for the Supreme Master television staff, with his supporting encouragement and a huge sense of humor.
But nobody knew that Hoa was also Master's loyal, good friend of many lifetimes and a former powerful magician. She once said, quote, "Such a precious, absolute, faithful, and respectful disciple is rare and hard to find. Hoa is a great guy," unquote. Even recently, Master confided, quote, "I miss him, and I miss our pure and true lasting friendship," unquote.
friendship transcended space and time, and Supreme Master Ching Hai always checked in on Hua, even from afar. When he was ill in his later years, Master often called and inquired about his health, and she sent physicians to help Hua's recovery.
During this time, feeling deep sympathy for his plight as well as all other beings on earth, Master wrote a poem for Hua entitled Xót Thương, Heartfelt Sympathy, which she read over the phone to him from afar. On January 14th, 2018, Master tearfully shared this private poem with the Supreme Master Television staff.
This is a poem for Thái Tu Hua. The poem title is Xót Thương. It goes like this. Đường trần lắm nẻo gian nan, ta ơi những bước chớ than thở nào, đi cho thế giới đẹp màu.
In China, the government
I thought I'm over it. Okay, I read again, okay?
Yes.
Đường trần lắm nẻo gian nan, ta ơi những bước chớ than thở nào, đi cho thế giới đẹp màu. Chúng sanh lưng lạc khổ đau đã từng, bao nhiêu hạ hại chập trùng, là bao lệ thảm tạo tuôn chẳng ngừng. Thương quần sinh cũng rưng rưng, ai đem bẫy rập hố hầm giáo tên, hại người hại vật tầng phiên. Nào ai
chỉ riêng tuyến đường sắt cao tốc Bắc Kinh
thế nhưng cuộc đời ngắn ngủi,
편을 함께 하겠습니다.
nay còn mai mất chút thân đọa đầy, thương cho người vật lạc loài, xuống lên bao nẻo, đói hoài nào ai. Ta bà chiếm ác trong gai, đắm chìm khổ hại đâu người chở che, lại còn ác báo răng đe, nào là công lý khắc khe khôn lường. Hành cho chính thảm 10 thương, ôi thôi không xiết đoạn trường thế gian. Ta mời tất cả niết bàn, giáng trần cứu độ muôn vạn sinh linh, nhắc lòng phá vỡ u minh, cho người cho vật an bình ngộ tâm, không còn kiếp kiếp trầm luân, đời đời hỷ lạc pháp thân vĩnh hằng. Nam mô Phật, Nam mô Pháp, Nam mô Tăng. Okay, that's it. I'm sorry, I was again really emotional.
She also wrote a poem for him for his loyal dedication decades ago, but, quote, never told Hua for fear of people's misunderstanding, unquote, as she, quote, could not explain the reason of her expression in the poem for Hua's friendship, unquote.
For doing that, Master also, quote, would have to reveal the identity of Hua, but she never mentioned to him, nor did she tell Hua about the poem she made for him.
Where are you now, my love? Người ở đâu? Is the poem Master, quote, wrote over decades ago as a tribute to Hua, touched by his past and present dedication, unquote, when he departed back to his job and family in the United States, after he and some disciples visited her in Taiwan, also known as Formosa Mountain Retreat, Hao Cha.
Người ở đâu rồi? Xa mãi xa. Tình thân sao viễn biệt sang hà. Bên ni trăng lặng đèn hiu hắt, ôm một mối sầu ta vời. Người ở bên trời, ta ở đây, quang sang nơi hoàng lộ ta ngồi, bạc tóc đêm thu phai, chẳng biết vì đâu vẫn thấy buồn. Nhìn đời như nước chảy mưa tuôn, tao phùng mấy thuở chia ly sớm, còn nhớ chăng người một quại thương nhẹ mai về thăm viếng nhau, có mình đêm lại rực trăng sao, có ta ngày sẽ bừng hoa nắng và khúc tình chưa lại dạt dào.
Hua was a, quote, very fun and endearing guy to be with, unquote, that everyone who knows him loved him. His sense of humor would make you laugh to your heart's content.
For example, one time while Master was meeting disciples, Hua told Master a story kind of funny in a way. Quote, there is a song in Vietnam about a hero pilot during the war whose plane was shot down during battle, and he died. The song is named Huyền Sứ Ca Một Người Mang Tên Quốc, Song of a Legend Named Quốc.
During Hua's group flight to the United States, there was some strong turbulence, and the pilots asked all on board to fasten their seatbelts. One of Hua's group members sitting next to him had headphones on for music and kept singing with it the song about the tragedy of that pilot with his plane crash. The way Hua said it in his Central Vietnamese Quang Nam accent and his facial expressions were funny enough without the story. We all laughed so hard, unquote.
Master commented about the song that though a tragedy, the gifted Vietnamese musician has been able to portray it with so much beauty and elegance, like many other songs she loves in Vietnam. Master loves the song so much that she took time to correct every minute detail of the English translation for this show, the best she could, to properly honor and convey the picturesque meaning behind the Ao Lak Se's, also known as Vietnamese, lyrics.
On December 20, 2017, while reviewing the translation of the song, the eloquent, poetic verses inspired Master to spontaneously sing it for those around her. With thousands of disciples visitors being able to listen via remote loudspeaker, Master apologized for her voice due to her being unwell and circumstance at the time. But those who listened were still enchanted by the heart and soul in Master's voice, as well as the beauty of the song.
Hello, good morning, Taiwan. Here's Radio Qinghai greeting you with love. Everybody okay? Yeah. This is for the Vietnamese people only, yeah? I don't know if you have translation. It's very difficult to translate. Cái bài này cho mấy đồng chí Việt Nam thôi, okay? I was translating the script and there I came upon the song named Huyền Sứ Ca Một Người Mang Tên Quốc. I love the song so much, I keep singing by myself. So I think maybe you would also like to hear, even though my voice is not very good today due to the cold. But the guys here, they clap a lot, so maybe you also like it. You want me to sing for you, yes or no? Here come. You are listening to Radio Qinghai, and here comes the song. This song is describing the legend of a pilot during the war, that his airplane crashed and died, but they made it so elegant and beautiful that I love the song so much. It's made by the great, gifted, late musician Phạm Duy. Okay, applause for him. Yeah, big applause for Phạm Duy. Yeah, he's on high heaven. Okay, now I'm singing for you because I don't want to go out in the hall. Okay, I'm having some job to do here, but I come upon this song, so I thought maybe you would like to hear my voice. Today is a little bit stuffy, but never mind. It's free anyway, okay? No money, no ticket. Ngày xưa khi anh vừa khóc chào đời, mẹ yêu theo gương người trước tròn lời, đặt tên cho anh là quốc, đặt tên cho anh là nước, đặt tên cho người, đặt tình yêu nước vào nỗi. Rồi anh nâng cao tổ quốc vào đời, tuổi xanh vươn trong lửa máu ngút trời. Việt Nam đang sôi lòng nước, Việt Nam đang sôi lòng quốc, Việt Nam đang đòi tự do hạnh phúc rông nổi. Anh quốc ơi, tuổi xuân như đóa hoa đời, nở trong mưa bão tơi vơi, vẫn còn tươi như nước Việt ơi. Anh quốc ơi, đàn chim quốc tung chơi, gọi nhau đêm nắng soi đời, có người vui nghĩ chuyện lâu dài. Rồi anh trôi theo vần nước miệt mài. Việt Nam chia đôi mảnh đất lạc loài, toàn dân thương đau lòng nước, toàn dân thương đau lòng quốc, toàn dân ngậm ngùi vì tình sống núi lẻ loi. Rồi anh nghe theo lời nói bồi hồi, trời xanh bao la mở cánh cửa mời. Từ anh lên cao, anh là nắng là trắng hay sao, anh nhìn xuống nhìn nước non nhà, đẹp xinh như gấm như hoa. Anh quốc ơi, rồi anh chắp cánh thanh thản, bình minh lên chiếm không gian, đến hoàng hôn chan chứa tình thương. Anh quốc ơi, gặp khi chinh chiến lâu dài, người phi công giữa khung trời vẫn phải mang số phận con người. Rồi anh đi theo đường đã vạch rồi, đường trên không gian u ấp hình hài. Đời sinh ra ta là cát, đời đưa ta đi ta về đất, và anh đã về, một chiều anh đã về quê. Chiều nào anh đi làm kiếp người hùng, chiều nào thương ôi rụng cánh đại bàng. Chiều nào anh đi anh về đất, chiều nào anh đi anh về nước, chiều nào huy hoàng bụi vàng bay khắp không gian. Anh quốc ơi, từ nay trong gió xa khơi, từ nay trên cánh mây trôi, có hồn anh trong cõi lòng tôi. Anh quốc ơi, nghìn thu anh nhớ đến tôi, thì xin cho thái dương soi nước Việt Nam sáng rọi muôn đời. Nước Việt Nam người sáng muôn đời. Thank you. Sorry, the cough is not included. I'm sorry, just half of the man I used to be. Good night, Taiwan. Thank you, all of you. Love you very much, even though my concert didn't earn me anything. But I'm sure you love me a lot. Thank you for that.
The Song of a Legend named Quoc was composed by the late great musician Pham Duy as a tribute to Alexis, also known as Vietnamese, pilot Pham Phu Quoc, whose love for his country as well as his heroic accomplishments and eventually his tragic end at a beautiful young age has left a nation to grieve and bemoan him.
After singing, Master shared her translations of the verses so that those who did not understand the language could appreciate the meaning and beauty of the song.
Hello again, this is Radio Qinghai, late night show, free of charge, full of love. Sorry about my voice before when I tried to sing that song. I just sing it for the love of the Vietnamese who stay here and meditate. They came to see me, so I sang it for you. Sorry about my voice because I already been talking in the daytime and then talk to you and then yell at the dog that he pee in the wrong place. And then the peanuts doesn't help my voice. They picked me only peanut here, you know that? If you don't believe, I bring the peanut into the hall and show it to you. So my voice, it doesn't get any better than that. I give you the translation of this song. It's made by Pham Duy, I told you already, and it's a very nice or elegant and so beautiful, even though it's a kind of a tragic story, but it's so beautiful, so I couldn't help it. Therefore, I keep singing that several times before I sing to you already, and I couldn't imagine I sing to you. I just sing to myself because the song's so nice, and I'm correcting the translation. And then I just love it, so I keep singing it. And then I thought of the Vietnamese outside, you know, of you. If you could listen to my peanut voice singing, even then you would have loved it. So I sing it to you. And now they threaten to make it public later. I don't know if anybody would like to listen to my very coarse voice. I translate to you now. Long ago, his first cries greeted the world. His loving mother followed the ancestors' naming tradition. She gave him a meaningful name. That is a tradition. I explained it because in Vietnam, if we give somebody a name, it's always have a meaning. Mostly like that. His name is Quoc. She gave him a meaningful name, named him Quoc. Gave him a meaningful name, named him as country. Quoc means country in Vietnamese. Gave him his name, placing patriotism in his crib. I prefer credo though. We will change that. Okay. Then he glorifies the love for the motherland. Though his youth rose in the midst of conflict, turmoil. Turmoil means the war, huh? Vietnam is boiling in the country's heart. Vietnam is boiling in Quoc's heart. Vietnam is demanding freedom, happiness for her people. Oh, Brother Quoc, your youth was like a spring flower of life, blossoming amidst the pouring storm, but still fresh at the marvel Vietnam. Oh, Brother Quoc, like the Quoc birds, you soar into the sky, calling out to bring sunshine to the world. And someone special happily envision the lifelong jubilating future with you. help the sun to shine on Vietnam forever. Let Vietnam glow brilliantly forever. That's it. Thank you for listening. Here again, greeting to you from Radio Qinghai number 1. There's no number 2, sorry. Good night. Love you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, Master, for sharing with all of us the beautiful meaning behind the lyrics of Song of a Legend named Quoc, and may we all appreciate the wonderful heritage of the Aulac Seas, also known as Vietnamese culture.
Master once said, quote, Tai Tu Hoa's love for his country, Vietnam, was incurable and phenomenal. Thus, anything that revolved around Vietnam and Vietnamese culture was as important as his life, unquote.
For example, he thought Master is for Vietnam alone, so he never mentioned or thought of sharing with any other country about her work, etc. Quote, not that he was narrow-minded. He just was too focused on Vietnam and anything related to her, unquote. So much so that Master had to remind him on several occasions that Vietnam is part of the global community and not the only country. Quote, but that's why anything he loved, he gave all his heart and loyalty to it, unquote.
Tai Tu Hoa's devotion to Supreme Master was not only in this life, but continued over many lifetimes. As revealed by the Supreme Master Ching Hai, Tai Tu Hoa had also proved his outstanding loyalty to Master in his latest past life when he was a powerful magician.
Master was a prince and later the king, while Hoa was her servant and quiet protector named Medrin, using his magical skills, though forbidden at the time, secretly to help the kingdom and save the Prince King's and the Prince King's father's lives many times.
It so happened, even in this lifetime, whatever Hoa said came true. Luckily, Hoa is loving, gentle, and kind, so his enemies are none. If there is any grudge, it's only fleeting and temporary. He forgives ever so easily as well, but just better not touch his master, then all is well. He'd even bless you.
But on some occasions, if someone doubted, disrespected, or slandered his beloved master, though he said in the name of Master's heavenly guards, his magic was still effective. Thus, the persons concerned got whatever he/she deserved, either good or in some cases, not so favorable, though temporary. Master got the blame, of course.
Quote, though not intentionally using magic, Hoa had to suffer grave illness the last year of his life for that, Master said.
There is a television series about Hoa's latest past life as Medrin named Merlin, which Master said is, quote, 47% true to the actual events, unquote. Because the kingdom that Master once ruled, quote, did not have as many tragedies as in the series, and the prince was a true gentleman, even more kind and compassionate than depicted, that even the invisible beings at that time wanted him to be king, unquote. The prince was also a meditator in search of the Holy Grail.
But Merlin, actual name Medrin, was real and incredibly powerful, although the manifestation of magic which was portrayed in the series is not so obviously visible to most normal mortals.
You seem surprised.
Hardly. I know what you're capable of.
Oh, you have no idea.
Some of the other personages involved, friends and foes, quote, also reincarnated and are still alive today. Some have become Master's disciples, unquote. To a few disciples, Master disclosed who from that period are playing what roles now in the present life.
Master occasionally treats the Supreme Master television staff to viewing some of the Merlin TV series, where everyone can relax and watch the entertainment while snacking on vegan goodies that Master lovingly shares with the staff. Master also reveals some secrets, insights, and interesting playful anecdotes as everyone enjoys the experience together.
In a land of myth and a time of magic, the destiny of a great kingdom rests on the shoulders of a young boy. His name, Merlin.
This is a very special series. Number one, I like it very much. Number two, it is a true story, based on a true story. About 47% truth in it. Just that they make it more prolonged with more tragedy. Understand? But they are 47% true, okay? And the person that you're going to see, his name is Merlin, yeah? But because in France, it is a Merlin. Merlin sound like something not nice. You know? So, like the size in German. They change it into Merlin instead of Merlin, okay? The real name is Merlin. And it exists in the old kingdom of Camelot. He's really a real magician. There were two main characters in this film. The one is Merlin. The other one is the Prince Arthur, later become King Arthur. He is the one who served the king. And he has a powerful magical power from birth already. And he used that to help the prince save his life, his father's life, and save the kingdom.
Faster. Go faster. Follow the light.
Even though at that time, that country law is that if you practice magic, you'll be dead, executed. Understand? So he has to hide his talent while having to help the kingdom and the prince and the king at the same time.
fire. And I was scared. I wanted to be with you. You're the only person I feel safe with.
And this Merlin was one of your brothers, reincarnated. Thái Tu Hỏa.
Oh, wow.
Therefore, I want you to watch it. Okay?
Thank you, Master.
You know who the prince is? It's a very long series, so you can watch it whenever we can. This is the main character. Unlike
No
every
young
other
man,
character,
no matter how
they do
great,
very well.
can know his destiny. He cannot glimpse his part in the great story that is about to unfold. Like everyone, he must live and learn. And so it will be for the young warlock arriving at the gates of Camelot. A boy that will in time father a legend. His name, Merlin.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I tell them to buy those small ones, but we don't want to count your number because just getting old, you know, nothing's fun, right? There you go. Birthday girl. That's what he said in the Don't shy, don't shy.
Okay, camera is on.
So you can show his grandparents. Action! Did you make a wish?
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Martin, yeah. Happy birthday to you. Wow, got a kiss for me. Welcome.
Only 23 years old.
Oh, boss! I thought it's 22, so I look too, you know. There you go. Okay, then you go, each one come up and get your own portion. Yeah. Oh, you're getting fat. If every month like this, we're going to be fat. Okay, and Merlin's coming.
I am expecting.
Hey guys, we have this. Where's the birthday girl? Here you go. You can become a good actor, huh? You can do anything. I almost didn't recognize you.
Thank you, Master. Thank you, Master.
Merlin, where have you been?
It's done. Everything's in place.
But it's too late. Gaius has already left the dungeons.
Then we'll have to delay the execution.
How?
Arthur, I'll speak to Arthur.
No. Leave Arthur to me.
Reincarnated. That's our initiate. He's a doctor. Very good one.
My father's already passed sentence. There's nothing I can do.
You can do the right thing, Arthur Pendragon. You can show some faith in a loyal friend, or you can stand by and watch an innocent man die.
Guinevere.
You did it once before to my father. Are you really willing to let it happen again? And you can stop looking at me like that. I know I'm only a servant.
I thought you were a prince,
also
stop behaving like one. Initiate.
Arthur Pendragon, a great destiny awaits you. The battle for your soul is about to begin.
That's an issue. Great honor. That's all I can tell you.
If I'm to face you in combat, do me the courtesy of revealing your identity.
My name is Morgause.
That's why I want you to see this film, because it contains some of the information about my life. One of, yeah?
According to the light,
and also because this one they made it best. Also, this one have a lot of moral, you know, high moral standard. Also, bad evil, I want you to look there. This film, yeah, they really do research with the psychic, and they really consult historical people who are descendant of a descendant.
So we're wondering how they know the story.
Yeah. So it's almost like real things, yeah. Also, I like the actors. They have charisma.
Cautious.
I wanted to introduce myself. I'm the Lady Morgana. I know who you are.
This woman, she reincarnated and she helped me a lot. Not with war, but with bad energy, you know. Very dark. And inside her. Understand?
I've been sleeping.
In the heart of my work. What is he doing? Okay. It doesn't want
say.
us to watch
I gave her my
this
word that I would accept it no matter what.
You
should never have such a promise.
we
no
need.
idea what she might ask of you.
She had a sword to my chest. I had no choice. Morgause said that she knew my mother.
Sad story, and he worried.
She told you this?
Worried for me. He's a past life.
Oh, this is his life.
No problem. We just watch a little bit. We still have some of this now. Can you still tolerate? Yeah, oh yeah. I like that. I like that kind of guy. No trouble. Yeah. Chocolate, yeah. And from Italy, you know, right?
Foggy me, baby.
It's not much further now.
Wait in the forest of Brakva. Find a fork on the North Ridge. Are you ready?
So I let her out. Not I let her. Heaven told me she must go. Otherwise, it's very bad for my safety. Concerning my safety. Oh, I really cry because I didn't want her to go.
They were fortunate to live in a time of peace before your king declared war on
Nobody had to guard the
They too have known Hitler's cruelty.
No, right? No. Just enjoy a bit.
Thank you, Master.
Someday even God has a rest. See? How about us? You know the secret of not having enough food? What good is it? Tastes good.
What's the matter?
It's the crystal. It harbors a terrible power, guys.
It's locked away now. It can do no harm. Unless the damage has already been done.
I held it. I knew I shouldn't. I knew no good would come of it, but it compelled me to look. I couldn't resist it. I saw things. Terrible things.
Then you've already paid the price.
But what I saw has not yet come to pass, and I'm scared, guys. I'm really scared of what the future may hold.
There is nothing on this earth that can know all possible futures. Even the crystal.
But what I saw, it was so real.
It was real, but it was just one reality. The future is as yet unshaped. It is we that shape it. It is you, Merlin. The decisions you make, the actions you take. Remember that. Eat your soup before it gets cold.
Every time I see it, it looks new to me.
A young boy.
It's enjoyable to
His
do that.
name.
You really didn't know? In your private time?
I did.
Ah, you're right.
I'm guilty of
You did? You saw them all?
No, just a few episodes a day.
Rideft und forsläft. Jeder Uther Pendragon.
I don't understand a thing, but I know she want to kill it.
All right, guys, this is going to wake you. Ikawitcheth there. Guys! Guys? All right. Oh, we could try this. Well, maybe not. Well, come on, guys.
I like this thing because
I need
it's
you
so funny.
to wake up.
It's not all serious.
Really need you. There we go.
Even in just a dead
It's good. Merlin, come quickly. You have to help me. Please?
It is one thing to cast a spell that puts everyone to sleep. The power to maintain it is a very different matter. It will need more than just words to break this enchantment.
Why don't you just come to me? I don't need to cast any spell. Everybody's sleep everywhere in my house.
Such spells
do
need
nothing
a
to
vessel of
maintain the
constant
power.
living
The source of this pestilence is the witch, the Lady Morgana.
We still have time? Guys? Yes? No? Really? What time is it?
7:37 p.m.
Really? You don't have time? One more? Just one more? Okay or not? And then don't sleep tonight. Okay.
Next time, Master.
What time? Okay. What time is the new program start every day? 3, 4 in the morning?
Yes, that's about 3.
How come last night 3:30 we're still running around? Yeah, bringing me documents and all that. Oh, but that was probably the later one, right? The first one started 3 something, right? Okay. Well, we still have like 10 hours. Okay, guys. every party has to end sometime, yeah? Okay? If you don't want, or you want one more, can do or not? Huh? Tell me.
It's up to editors. It's up to the
Yeah?
editors, I think.
Yes or no?
It's up to editors.
Up to editors. Okay, editors. Chief. Tell me, Chief.
Oh,
Is that like a magical incantation?
Okay, one more.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Chief. In the name of the assembly, your mercy is never forgotten.
In a land of bliss and a time of magic, the
Loving
destiny
kindness
of a
will
great
forever reach our hearts.
His name,
I tell you, I used to have an Excalibur car. No more in the Excalibur car, white. Yeah, beautiful. It goes like gallop, gallop. It's like Corvette, you know, of American.
Cool.
When I was in America. It's not like the best guy, just beautiful. I wish I have it here for show. It's really beautiful. I just love beauty, yeah. Okay. It's not comfortable to drive. Yeah, it's really very bumpy.
Fast.
It's not that fast, no. It's like a collection. They make only like 100 or something. I don't remember, 200, 300, and I think I'm at 80. Yeah. I sold it afterwards. It's too bumpy. I bought it because it's cheap, you know. It's very beautiful, but it's cheaper than many modern cars. Yeah. Just very bumpy. But I really love the style. Oh my God. You can see even on the pipe hanging outside, huh? It's on the long side of the car. Very sleek but beautiful. The design is beautiful. And it had a sword of Excalibur as a symbol in front. I didn't know it until now why I love that car. I love that car so much, and whenever I drive it to go out, you know, all the police will pretend to stop my car and just take a picture, you know. Because it's rare, you don't see that car. You might see Mercedes, Rolls Royce, and Porsche, but you don't see that car on the street. Not that often, you know.
Yes,
it's in somewhere in near Miami. Yeah, I don't even remember where to buy it. It was a beautiful car. They made it many similar style, but that car, for all I've seen, all the other style, that's the best looking car of that kind. Yeah. Yeah, I would buy it again if I had it, you know, just to put it here. It's just so beautiful. I love that car. I love it more than any other car that even expensive or new, you know. But it doesn't drive very well. The first time I drive it, it stopped right in the middle of the highway. Because they didn't do it well, you know. They have the benzene clock, but it didn't work, and I didn't know that. It's second hand, you know. It's not brand new, of course, now. And then it stopped because I didn't know the petrol rush. Because the clock didn't work, you know. It stayed right in the middle. I thought, oh, I still have it. Oh, thank God! Thank God I can crawl all the way to a little bit to the side, you know. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here. Yeah. The Excalibur wanted to terminate me instead of somebody else.
Come on, Marlon. You ready?
No thanks to you.
You okay? It's just a scratch.
Only half of the head Not completely.
Are you really going to face this dragon with me? I'm not going to sit here and watch. I know it's hard for you to understand how I feel, but... well, I care a hell of a lot about that armor. I'm not going to let you mess it up.
This kind of film you can watch forever, huh? It's very fun and interesting. Not too that serious, like that. It's a magic film, right?
Yes.
You're the last Dragon Lord now. You alone carry the ancient gift. Deep within yourself, you must find the voice that you and Kilgara share. For your soul and his are brothers. When you speak to him as kin, he must obey your will.
Dragon! Nandinikai! Kaimis Epsipas! Imala! Krat! Gatosta Hopo! Caris! Catescio!
I translate. He's scolding him. Bad boy. Translation, stop it. See? See? I'm right, huh? All right, time to go to take a rest now.
It has been long years since Master watched this series. There have been many stories, films, and other media made regarding the legendary King Arthur of Camelot, but Master just watched this one. Master said that, quote, they chose the actors most resembling the real-life characters of the past, and the stories in the film are the most complete, unquote.
Someone truly remarkable.
You know him?
Let's just say he deserves our gratitude.
Although Master only shared a few details here, during some private moments with Supreme Master television staff, Master revealed additional insights into other characters from the Merlin series who have reincarnated as her disciples. The staff all agreed that many of the qualities and characteristics of the individuals in the Merlin series are very similar to their real, actual incarnations in this life, though in different ways.
This table belonged to the ancient kings of Camelot. A round table afforded no one man more importance than any other. They believed in equality in all things. So it seems fitting that we revive this tradition now. Without each of you, we would not be here.
We were astounded to see and perceive the resemblance of some features and or characters, and although seemingly in different circumstances, their positions, actions, and reactions are still mostly very similar to that of their past life as recorded in history. Master was very impressed and praised all involved in the making of this TV series, including the actors, directors, and especially the scriptwriters, who had very good intuition and deep insight. Quote, "Otherwise, how would they show at the very end that Merlin came back in this modern time, as he in reality did?" Unquote.
Peace at last. Come on.
We have to make it to the lake.
No, without the horses. We can't, it's too late. It's too late. We all matter, I think you. I'll save my life.
I can't. I'm not going to lose you.
Just hold me. Please. There's something I want to say.
You're not going to say goodbye?
No. Everything you've done, I know now. For me, for Camelot, for the kingdom you helped me build.
You'd have done it without me.
Maybe. I want to say something I've never said to you before. Thank you.
Arthur. Hey. No. Arthur.
Master was often very emotional while watching history unfold through the series and cried many times. During the poignant moment of King Arthur's death, Master was shedding tears, saying, quote, "Why must it be him, Merlin, Tai Tu Hua, this time?" Unquote.
Merlin, there is nothing you can do.
I failed?
No, young warlock, for all that you have dreamt of building has come to pass.
I can't lose him! He's my friend!
Though no man, no matter how great, can know his destiny. Some lives have been foretold, Merlin. Arthur is not just a king. He is the once and future king. Take heart, for when Albion's need is greatest, Arthur will rise again. It has been a privilege to have known you, young warlock. The story we have been a part of will live long in the minds of men.
Master tearily commented, quote, "No one has ever told me that Hua has done so much behind the scenes. He never told me either, although I did know he was very supportive and enthusiastic about my mission. But this is typical of a true spiritual practitioner. They normally work quietly, and their work is only known to some around them, unless these close friends share some of them with others. They are noble and selfless. They are not for profit or glory, but heaven will glorify them. What else to expect from such a loyal magician? He waved his magic wand again in different ways this life, and truly helped building a kingdom. A different kind of kingdom." Unquote.
We thank everyone who contributed to this TV series, as well as BBC for the high-class production. We also would like to thank other media outlets to which Merlin is still available to watch, such as Netflix, YouTube, iTunes, Amazon Video, Google Play, and Hulu. Our deepest gratefulness to Supreme Master Ching Hai for allowing us to air this fascinating revelation about the late magician Tai Tu Hua.
Our sincere appreciation also to Tai Tu Hua for your profound and touching example of loyalty and devotion to Master, which not only inspires us, but is also refreshingly uplifting. Thank heaven for the blessing of your many beautiful existences on earth. Pressed for Tai Tu Hua's other incarnations, Master revealed that, quote, Tai Tu Hua was once in Tibet as Milarepa, unquote, but she refused to, quote, dwell further into the bygone past, unquote. She just added that, quote, he has lived 72 lives on earth to date, unquote. Tai Tu Hua, may you forever bathe in God's love and grace in your glorious spiritual realm.
Thank you for watching the conclusion of Secret Revelations on Master's Legendary Magician, a tribute to Tai Tu Hua on Supreme Master Television. May your life be blessed with beauty in heaven's illuminating light and love. So long for now.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/CTAW.
We hear about the pigs who know their names, play video games, and adjust the air conditioner on and off to be comfortable. We heard about the chicken that solves math problems, or the sheep who can recognize photos of the faces of 50 fellowship, and there are hundreds of studies about the intelligence of fish. They can use tools and have memory over time of at least many months. The intuitive or telepathic ability of animals is also often highly developed, more than many of us.
Following are only some of the evidence that have been observed, which reveals the incredible intelligence of animal co-inhabitants. Humans have yet to completely discover the cleverness and cognitive depth of our smart, furry, finned, and feathered friends.
Dogs have applied their superior senses to give warnings of life-endangering situations in humans, such as heart attacks, low insulin levels, and seizures, can learn to be guides for the visually impaired, possess good memories, can serve as therapy animals, and are trained as search and rescue members.
Dolphins have passed self-recognition tests, possess special sensory skills such as echolocation, understand symbol-based language, think about the future, learn new behaviors that they pass on to fellow dolphins, and have recognized when humans are in danger and provided protection from predators or guided them toward the shore.
Earthworms can make decisions on the kinds of leafy matter they use to block their tunnels.
Elephants can perform simple arithmetic and have passed self-recognition tests.
Fish can communicate with one another, use tools, and have shown to have a good long-term memory.
Frogs, such as the male gray tree frogs, when singing in a chorus, adjust their croak to stand out and get the attention of a female.
Giraffes communicate with each other at an infrasonic level that humans cannot hear.
Goats have a natural curiosity and intelligence, are willing to explore new surroundings, can learn new tasks, are capable of easily escaping from enclosures, and will not consume soiled food or contaminated water.
Gorillas use similar body language as humans to communicate with each other and can learn sign language to speak with humans.
Horses can count, perform cognitive tasks, have good spatial recognition, excel at simple learning, and are able to solve advanced mental challenges.
Insects communicate not only between species, but with subterranean and land animals, and use plants like a telephone line to exchange information.
Jaybirds use memories of past experiences to plan ahead, can remember thousands of food caches, and remember how long they have stored a particular food and will retrieve it before it spoils.
Koalas communicate through calls to attract mates or to warn of danger.
Llamas are sensitive and intelligent animals that are effective therapy assistants to humans.
Lobsters, like dolphins and many other animals, use complicated signals to explore their surroundings and establish social relationships, can detect slight changes of only a degree or two in water temperature, and communicate through pheromones.
Mice are socially complex animals with the capability to learn and solve problems.
Monkeys have a culture and social system of passing information from one generation to the next that teaches the young to find food, recognise relatives, and use tools, self-medicate using beneficial plants, possess sophisticated forms of communication that involve visual cues, auditory calls, and olfactory signals, and have learnt tasks to assist human quadriplegics with daily living.
Mynas are known as the best mimics of human speech and other sounds, with some being able to learn a new word every couple of days.
Nightingales have complex songs to communicate and adjust their calls according to the ambient noise level.
Octopuses construct their own shelters from coconut shells, demonstrating tool use in an invertebrate animal. For more information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/constructive scrolls.
Warm greetings, spiritual viewers. My name is Fabiz from London, UK. Our people wish you divine blessings and boundless love. In today's episode, entitled From Zoroastrianism's Sacred Avesta, Pushtavati Gata Yasna 43-44, we present to you the ancient wisdom in the Zoroastrian scriptures.
Zoroaster was a prophet who lived in ancient Persia
around 1800 BC.
The teachings that emerged from his visions of God have become known as Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrian theology's main tenets include the existence of one God and the personal happiness or reward that is the natural outcome of using one's free will to formulate good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. Respecting all life, Zoroaster was himself a pure vegetarian and forbade all animal sacrifice. His universal philosophy is believed to have influenced Greek thought and major revealed religions of the world. The sacred scriptures of Zoroastrianism are collected in the Avesta. We share with you today an excerpt of the wise teachings of Prophet Zoroaster, as spoken to his disciples. Ushtavati Gata Yasna 43. Happiness be the lot of him who works for the happiness of others. May the Lord grant him health and endurance. For the effort to uphold truth, I beseech these very gifts from thee. Mayest thou, through Amati, ultimate truth, the spirit of right-mindedness, bless me with the perfection of a life guided by the good mind. And may we have the best the Lord bestows. As we strive for enlightened purpose, may we attain it. Through thy most holy Spirit, O Mazda, Supreme Wisdom, inspire us with truth, revealed through the good mind, and bless us with things good for all the days of a long life. He who teaches others the righteous path of truth and happiness, both in the material world and also the spiritual, the path leading to thy abode, O Ahura, Creator, he attains an end better than good. A generous and enlightened helper, a faithful worthy of thee is he, O Mazda, Supreme Wisdom. Verily I regard thee as the holy and powerful benefactor, O Mazda, Supreme Wisdom. For thou bestoweth upon the righteous, as well as the wicked, their recompense. From the flaming splendor of thy fire, mighty through Asher, truth, the power of the good mind comes to me, O Mazda, Supreme Wisdom. Verily I believe thee, O Mazda, Ahura, Creator, to be the supreme benevolent providence. For I beheld thee as the primeval source of creation. For by thy perfect wisdom thou shalt render just recompense for all actions, good to the good, evil to the evil, at the last turning of creation. Then at the last shalt thou come with thy bountiful spirit, O Mazda, Supreme Wisdom, with thy sovereign power and with thy good mind, the good mind which brings prosperity to the world. Right dedication shall teach the eternal laws of thy wisdom, the wisdom which none can deceive. Verily I believe thee, O Mazda, Supreme Wisdom, as a supreme benevolent providence. When the spirit of the good mind came and asked me, Who art thou? Whose art thou? How dost thou propose to enlighten the people and answer their questionings? I replied, Firstly, I am Zarathustra, a veritable opponent of the evildoer, but a powerful friend of the good am I. So long as I can sing my songs of praise for thee, O Mazda, Supreme Wisdom, so long shall I strive to enlighten and awaken all to the realization of thy eternal dominion. Verily I believe thee, O Mazda, Ahura, Creator, to be the supreme benevolent providence. When the good mind came to me and asked, What wouldst thou choose before thy fire in veneration? I replied, So far as it is in my power, I shall cherish the gift of righteousness. And grant me righteousness, for verily I invoke it of thee. Earnestly I yearn to proceed in life with Amati, ultimate truth, the spirit of right-mindedness. Teach us how to question thee, for thy answers console us, the answers which lend strength to the leaders in their prayerful wishes. Verily I believe thee, O Mazda, Ahura, Creator, to be the supreme benevolent providence. When the good mind came to me with enlightenment,
when first I received and became wise with thy words. And though the task be difficult, and hardship may come my way, I shall proclaim thy message, which thou declarest to be the best. And when thou didst instruct me in righteousness, thy command to go forth and proclaim thy revelation was not unheeded. Even before the sublime enlightenment coming, with thy messenger, Srioja, bringing us the destiny of our appropriate rewards. Verily I believed thee, O Mazda Ahura, Creator, to be the supreme benevolent providence. When the good mind came to me, ascertaining the aim of my aspiration, grant me what none has yet obtained from thee, the way to a long life of blessed existence for the good creation, subject to thy dominion. As the wise and powerful Lord would give to a friend, so give me thy bliss-producing wisdom, O Mazda, Supreme Wisdom. Endowed with thy authority, with thy spirit of righteousness, I stand with all the followers of thy teachings, to proclaim the message of thy holy creed. Verily, I believe thee, O Mazda Ahura, Creator, to be the supreme benevolent providence. Let not a leader compromise with or propitiate evildoers, for they treat the righteous as enemies. Thus praise, O Ahura Mazda, Creator, Zarathustra, and those who choose to follow thy most benevolent spirit. May righteousness become incarnate in the faithful with enduring vigor. In the resplendence of thy sunlit realms, may Almighty, ultimate truth, the spirit of right-mindedness reside. May it grant recompense to the righteous in accordance with their deeds, through the good mind. Ushtvati Gata Yasna 44. This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator, in praise of one like thee, O Mazda, Supreme Wisdom, how shall I venerate thee? May not one like thee teach it to a friend like me? And may the friendly help of Asha, the truth, come to us through the good mind. This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator, what is the source of the best existence? How shall one who seeks it receive the blessed recompense? Surely such a holy one, through righteousness, is a healer of existence, beneficent unto all, a genuine friend, O Mazda, Supreme Wisdom. This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator, in the beginning, who was the father and creator of Asha, the truth? Who determined the paths of the sun and the stars? Who but thee so arranged the moon to wax and wane? This, O Mazda, Supreme Wisdom, and much more, I fain would know. This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator, who so balanced the earth and heavens to keep them apart? Who created the waters and plants? Who yoked swiftness to the winds and motion to the clouds? Who is the creator of the good mind, O Mazda, Supreme Wisdom? This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator. What great craftsman created light and darkness? What artificer produced the phenomena of sleep and wakeful activity? Who made the dawn, noon and night, which call the enlightened to their duties? This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator, whether what I now announce is verily the truth. Doth Almighty, ultimate truth, through the benevolence of our actions, further the cause of truth? Doth the kingdom of heaven rest on the foundation of the good mind? For whom hast thou created this richly endowed world? This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator, who established blessed Almighty, ultimate truth, the spirit of benevolence in the exalted dominion? Who, with foresight, made the Son reverential to the Father? Thus I seek to comprehend thee, O Mazda, Supreme Wisdom, through the benevolent spirit, the giver of all. This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator, what is thy message for my enlightenment, O Mazda, Supreme Wisdom, in the principles which I seek from the good mind, that I may understand the purpose of existence through truth? How shall my soul rise to the ever greater attainment of the good? This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator. How shall I bring to perfection the insight into the faith, which thou, Lord of supreme wisdom, hast instructed me with thy authority? May it be that we, thy followers, dwell with truth and the good mind in thy abode. This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator. The faith that is the best for all that are, that which based on truth should prosper all existence, that which establishes righteousness and just actions inspired by piety, and which has for its intelligent aspiration realization of thee, O Master, supreme wisdom. This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator. To those to whom thy faith shall be announced, how shall Almaty, ultimate truth, the spirit of right-mindedness, come to them? I, thy prophet, from the first was ordained by thee for this task. All others, I see, are of alienated spirit. This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator. Who among those with whom I discourse is righteous and who a liar? With which of the two is the malevolent spirit of untruth? Or is he himself the unrighteous who opposes thy blessings? How is it that he is not thought to be the harmful evil one? This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator. How shall we dispel the spirit of untruth from among us? Let it be with the unfaithful and the disobedient, who strive not to be the companions of truth, who care not to listen to the counsels of the good mind. This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator. How shall I deliver evil into the hands of righteousness? How shall I render it ineffective through the holy words of thy teaching? How shall I frustrate the followers of evil? O Master, supreme wisdom, that they come to their blind extinction. This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator. If thou rulest through truth and mean to protect me, when the two hosts in hostility shall clashing meet, then, for the principles which thou desirest to maintain, which of the two will be granted victory? This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator. Who shall be victorious, and shall through thy principles protect the living? Assure me by a vision, whom doest thou wish to be the judge that heals the world? Then let Trashra, the spirit of obedience, come to him with the good mind, O Master, supreme wisdom, and to all those whom thou wishest, whosoever they be. This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator. How shall I attain my aspiration to reach thee? How can I attain thy perfection, O Master, supreme wisdom, and make my voice effectual? Through these divine songs, receiving their guiding light from truth, may all be led up to the two gifts of well-being and immortality. This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator. How indeed shall I learn the final reward through truth and right? How shall I bring to all mankind the gifts of perfection and immortality as announced by thee? This I ask thee, tell me truly, O Ahura, Creator. He who will not give due recompense to the one who will earn it, even unto the truthful man who fulfills his word and work, what penalty shall he pay first here? For I know well what he is to receive at the last hereafter. Have the Devas ever been good rulers, O Master, supreme wisdom? Verily, I ask of thee who befriend them. By their aid, the Karpan and Usig give the world up to violence. Through them the Kavis grow, strong, with raid and rapine, caring not that the pastures of the world would thrive through truth's law of order and progress. It was a pleasure to have you join us for today's episode of From Zoroastrianism's Sacred Avesta, Ushtavati Gata, Yasna 43 to 44. on Words of Wisdom, here on Supreme Master Television. Coming up next is Secret Revelation on Master's Legendary Magician, Part 9 of 9. May you be ever blessed with heavenly infinite light and love.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/WOW.
How to veg for starters.
1. Veg before you shop.
2. Go straight to veg section.
3. Get veg recipes.
4. Make new veg friends.
5. Get info about veg benefits.
6. Spread the veg trend. 7. Feel like a saint. Supreme Master Ching Hai.